Hi guys, I'm darthbools. This is my very first YouTube upload. Just recently persuaded my girlfriend to let me have the spare bedroom as a Star Wars room, so I've just got all my collection in there. It's got everything displayed, and I really want to start doing some figure reviews, things like that. And I thought, kind of, what better way to introduce myself and get myself, introduced to you guys in the online community and the reviewers and stuff, than to introduce you to my collection and stuff like that, really. And then hopefully, start getting some reviews and go, so I hope you like it. Right, I'll just give you a quick whip around and then I'll go into like more detail on some of my things. So, alright, if we go over here, this is the door. There's some of my signed comics. And then that is a canvas my friend made. It's Django Fett Open Seasons. Really cool. And here are my Master Replica FX lightsabers. And that is the B-Wing, the original 1983 release of the B-Wing. Then here we have, that's the Slave one. I believe it's I've got that one in the Shadows of the Empire box. Down here it's got some still signed figures, some 30th anniversary stuff there, another one there, the Macquarie, the U figure, and then that's the George Lucas mail away, the Saga mail away, I believe. And next section is this here. On the top we have, that's the original 1980 AT-AT, minus the chin cannons. Need to buy them. And that's the Kenner reissue of the Luke on Tauntaun. Need to get the vintage collection one, it looks superb. And a snowtrooper with the blaster cannon. And as we go down, this is my attempt at a bit of a Jabba diorama. I am going to modify it eventually. These bits of material are going to want to throw in, put a bit of sand down. I'm going to have a bit of a background, make it look a little better. Then down here, these are the vintage collection vehicles. I'm a massive fan. Really love the original Kenner stuff, the original toys and figures, and just love that stuff. And I think it's wicked that they've gone back and recreated this vintage style packaging. And it just looks absolutely superb, and I just love displaying it behind the vehicles. And another vintage collection vehicle here, this is the Y-Wing. And then at the bottom here we've got Plo Koon. It's the Sideshow Collectibles 12-inch, the Jedi Path, and a couple of the scaled replica lightsabers. And also that's another FX lightsaber which I've actually took the blade off myself, so I just wanted to display it, just the hilt. And this next section is my vintage collection wall. So I've always predominantly been an opener of figures really, but since the vintage collection's come out, it's just so good. Like I said, I really love the vintage card, the original 1977 to 1985 Kenner carded stuff, and I love all those vintage toys, and the fact that they've gone back and recreated this packaging with these new figures is just awesome, and they're just so sublime. I really can't bring myself to open some of these. And we'll move over here. It's my next shelf. It's got a lot of loose figures on. At the top, this is my kind of attempt at a bit of an Endor diorama. The Ewoks are winning the battle here, the tables have turned and stuff. And at the top we've got that Kota Bakia Zuckuss. As we go down, sorry about the glare. These are my Gentle Giant busts. And over here we've got a bit of a Boba Fett shrine. We've got that's the mail away, the prototype armour. A little bust there, mini bust. And this is the Kota Bakia ArtFX Plus statue. Really nice detail, really good size. Highly rate that figure. As we come down here, these are some of my figures. Goes from A New Hope into some Empire stuff, and they all range from new vintage collection, super articulated, to Saga, to Power of the Jedi, Power of the Force. As we go down, we've got another attempt at a bit of an Endor diorama. I am eventually going to be making it into one large diorama. Bit of a better one, put a bit more better work into it than that. And then we've got some more Return of the Jedi figures, and then these are some of the prequel Jedi, just a mixture. And some Phantom Menace here. Oh, these are the older 1999 releases. They all need upgrading really, like I have done with Darth Maul here. That's the new vintage collection one. And we've just got more prequel stuff. And these are animated, some animated Clone Wars ones. And as we go across, this is my expanded universe shelf. These are all, sort of like comics, novels, video games, stuff like that. And on the bottom shelf, just some of my collection of my Star Wars novels and a few other bits. And then these here are my comic book boxes, which contain pretty much all Star Wars comics in there. And then this is the 30th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back. It's the Bounty Hunter set, really nice piece, even down to the detail of the original vintage cards. They've done the name change. They've got the names the wrong way around. It's an absolutely wicked piece. And up here, this is probably one of my favourite sections of the room. We've just got, it's just a Kit Fisto bust, a little Bamfer, and we've got the Power of the Jedi speeder bike there. And then that's the 300th edition Fett signed by Jeremy Bulloch. Then that's the original Jabba the Hutt. Need to get the rest of the throne, I really need to get it. And then that's the skiff, the desert skiff. And down here, these are some of my favourite pieces. I know these probably won't stand up to today's super articulation and amazing detail, but these figures themselves are really amazing. I've always had a massive love for the originals, the original vintage releases, and this is what got me started, watching the films as a kid, then getting all these toys, and some of these which I inherited off my brother and stuff. That started my love, my obsession for Star Wars. So absolutely spectacular. And by the way, that isn't a real vinyl cape, that is just a reproduction, but it does the job, and I would certainly love a real one. And then we've got some cards there, original card backs, and then some of my favourites here. These are original vintage carded figures, carded Ewoks, absolutely mint on card, real nice. And the jewel of my collection, my favourite piece is this here. This is the original, it's a Taiwanese card. This is the original 1983 release of Luke Skywalker in the Jedi Knight outfit. Really immaculate condition as well. As we come out here, this is a checklist of the original figures. Then just my guitars, my amp, and some vinyl. And then my original trilogy posters. And these are, sorry for the glare again, these are some signed pictures I've got. On the back of my door, just a Micro Machines mid-90s set. So all in all, guys, that is my collection so far, and I'm pretty proud of it. And like I said, hopefully really want to start doing, I've been watching a lot of reviewers, loads of reviews at the minute, and for quite a while now, and I thought, I want to join that community of reviewers and start doing my own. And I just hope you guys enjoyed it, and because it's my first video, any feedback, any comments, anything, be really appreciated. So cheers, guys.